Hello, my name is Peter Kraus from Mician. I give you some first steps in using Microsystems. This is part 4 called Optimizing a Project. For that project, I'm gonna use the project I was creating with the filter assistant in part 2. Actually, we try to optimize a filter that we created with the other webcast we did when we used the project assistant and the filter assistant. So actually I gonna reload the project before I saved the project the last time I used it. I put the variables out of tune, so the filter is not as good as it was when we created. So actually you will see it when I load it. There it is, assistant filter. So you can see already that the variables are just, I rounded them very easily with the project option windows in the variables tab, and so that is that the filter is out of tune. I just show you that. I just run project. No, I just run project again. So I stopped it. Successfully finished. Now you can see the filter is not as good as it looked like before. So now we want to optimize it to get it back in tune. Here you can see the goal function. So actually what the filter assistant does before was already creating all these settings for the optimization. First, it created the variables and set them to opti. That means they are possible to optimize those variables. And because we want to optimize the filter F1, that is the main filter, the main circuit. Here you see the half filter. It's actually referenced here in the main circuit. Here you can see those subcircuits references the half of the circuit. So we use that because to save time. It only simulates once and will be used here in the main circuit twice. So this is actually a half of the filter structure. So because we optimize the main circuit, we go into the optimize parameter. The filter assistant already creates the goal function, and here you can see the goal function, but I want to open the dialog for the optimize parameters. Here you can see that actually the filter assistant already set everything. It sets an optimizer to extreme, set the maximum of iteration. I set them to 5000, so it will run 5000, a maximum of 5000 time or a maximum of 120 minutes. Here you can see the sketch of the goal function, and here you see the minimum of the error. And here are the settings that we used in the filter assistant in part 2. So actually we can leave it as this is. Maybe I set this goal a little bit harder, say 26 dB, and yeah, we just start. I save the project. I always do that. Yeah, and now we go back here, and instead of running the project, we optimize the project. So now it starts. Down here you can see the filter running through the frequency. So you see the frequency steps. You can see it's very, very fast. And here you see the iterations. You can see the improvement here. You see when the last improvement was, and here you see iteration. So now it's about 90 iterations from 5000. But I want to show you the optimize monitor. I'll open a little bit. So you can see here the improvement of the error of the filter. And here on the right side you can see the variable state. Sometimes when you optimize, some variables run to a certain constraint, so maybe up here or down here. So then you have to stop the optimizer and changing those variables so the range that they use is a bit bigger. And here you can see the goal function state, which goal function is reached. Here are the best iteration, there are the weight functions here, and the best partial error. So actually, but mostly I'm looking here to see the improvement, if there's any improvement. Now we're already on 300 iterations, so still it's improving a little bit, because the goal we set was 26 dB instead of 25 dB actually we used in the filter assistant. So there is actually, yeah, but you can see the filter becomes better and better. So, and there's still a slight improvement in the filter. Yeah, uh, actually, I can run that until the filter has the goal, but there is normally, to optimize it, to create a filter, more to do than only just run it and that's it. So you have to look into the filter. Maybe you should change some parameters on the other side, or maybe you have to change the structure. But actually, this shows the feature of the optimizer, and in the right way you can use it very, very good, and it's a very useful tool. Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. So go back to the messages. So we switch off the things, and you can see the filter is much better. Okay, I think that's it. That showed you the feature of optimizing. Thanks a lot, and see you the next time on another webcast. Thank you.